Please tune in.
Daddy Zimas was the first Zambian musician and songwriter. Hailed as the king of Zam Raga, he was one of the first artists to fuse local music with raga, hip-hop and R&B, and is widely regarded as the pioneer in the first form of Zambian music. His birth names are Anthony Mbunga Kafunya. Zimas released the first chart-topping album Chivava in December 1999 to critical acclaim, and it turned out to be one of the most influential albums in the history of Zambian music, as it heralded the new wave of Zambian sound and inspired several other upcoming Zambian musicians. Most of the new music fans deserve to know the story of the late legendary musician. In order to have a broad understanding of the birth of the new contemporary music which plays today, he was active in the music industry since 1988 to 2000. He was associated with Crisis, Mr. Swagger, currently known as Chisenga, plus he was signed under Mondo Music. Daddy Zimas had a comfortable upbringing as his father owned a security company. The name Zimas is believed to have been taken from the second part of the name of his hero Chaka Dimas, which he replaced the letter D with Z. The untimely death of Lily T hurts a lot of Zambians till death. She died at the tender age of 27 when she was at the peak of her career. Born Lily Tembo, professionally known as Lily T, was a Zambian musician, radio presenter, journalist and charity worker who had won national acclaim with her 2004 debut album Lily T. For this, her first album received 2 Ngoma Awards. Tembo had released 2 albums and was working on the third one at the time of her death. Her music career was inspired by her father, who played African bongo. Tembo's sister, Patience, told the press that she had gastritis. She fell sick on a Saturday and started vomiting a lot and developed anemia. On Monday around 19 hours, she died. She won 2 Ngoma Awards in 2005, Best Female Recording Artist, and in 2007, Best Music Video. She passed on 13 years ago, but most of her music fans from her era deeply miss her. She had 2 albums, Lily T and Osalila, respectively. Born Webster Katongo Chilufya on September 4th, 1983, popularly known by his stage name Christo Sean, died in his sleep on 14th December 2010. He is among the early pioneers of the dominance and the growth of the music from the Copper Belt of Zambia. Christo Sean could be described as a tongue-twisted and poetic ragamuffin in very fluent Bemba along with his command of poetry. He worked with artists including K Million, Taitu, Ranel, Exile, Leo Muntu, JK, Chef 187, MCY Bueno, just to mention a few. He also featured in Umupondo All Stars by Makitu. He left behind a child who was 7 at the time of his death. Born as Alberta Silwimba, was a Zambian musician who died at the age of 37 in 2012. He was driving from Lusaka to Mongu when he met his untimely demise in a road traffic accident. He was born in 1975 and died on 4th November 2012. He is popular for his early 2000 hit songs such as Bwela Panyumba and Shala Ponaya. Brian Jengwa, popularly known as PJ, can be likened to the current hitmaker Yomax for arguably being the most featured artist with a vocal ability to turn almost every song into a hit song. PJ died at Lusaka University Teaching Hospital around 04 hours on Sunday, 22 December 2014, after being hospitalized following a tragic car crash in Ndola. PJ, at 30 years, succumbed to the injuries he sustained in a road traffic accident. PJ had numerous songs, it's hard to mention which is which. This is where Uncle Google can help us. However, PJ worked with all the big names we have today in the industry, such as Makitu, Slap D, and so on. Little is known about the life of the man behind the hit song Sembe Ninamvelela. However, what can be proven is the hitmaker's real names are Hello Simangula Sikana, alias Lolo, who died following an illness in March 2015 and was buried on 15th of March 2015. Notable attendees at the funeral are legendary musicians such as Uncle Ja. Lolo was buried in Mumbwa district where his family members stayed. He stormed the music scene with a hit single Sembe Ninamvelela. Until his death, he was signed under the record label known as Golden Records. Frances Zimba, popularly known as Frankies, was a Zambian musician who came to the limelight after his hit single Colorful featuring the late PJ. The cause of death, he was killed by his 21-year-old girlfriend by then after they picked a quarrel. Mayor Namfukwe was charged with manslaughter for causing death to Mr. Zimba. Mayor was sentenced to 5 years in custody. Frankies died at the age of 46 on 9th November 2016. Miss Irene Helekiwe Masha Moyo was born on 11th July 1970. She was a prominent multi-award-winning vocalist. Beyond her talent, Masha Moyo was a women's rights activist, Millennium Goals ambassador, among some of the private works she had done. She is the young sister to the international business consultant Dambisa Moyo. Some of her popular works are Heaven's Watching, Pamozi, Vested in Love, which were all released in the year 2002 when she began her music journey. Joe Chivangu was a legendary Zambian musician and producer. The musician who doubled as a producer produced a number of hits in contemporary Zambian music. Joe died in his sleep at his home in Lusaka and was taken to Coptic Hospital in North Mid, where his passing was confirmed. However, the cause of his untimely demise is not yet known, or rather publicized. The Ndola-born artist started doing music in 1995 after he was inspired by his late father, who was a music producer too. He released his first album, The Ambassador, which helped him shoot to fame. The legendary Zambian artist and pioneer of the music industry, Joe Chivangu, passed on the early morning of Friday, 3rd February 2017. He died at the tender age of 41 years. Karisto Clear. Karisto Chitamfia Jr., son of a prominent media personality, Karisto Chitamfia Sr. Karisto Chitamfia Jr. died in a tragic road accident in Lusaka. Karisto Chitamfia Jr. died at the age of 24 on 28 June 2018. He was famous radio personality, promoted Zambian music wholeheartedly. He was an excellent presenter and radio host. He was Raf Kid or Raf Kaida's manager. He was put to rest on 2nd July 2018. Musician David Piri, popularly known as Dave Zambia, former XYZ record label member, died in a fatal road traffic accident with 3 other people on the Chirundu Kafue Road near the Red Paint area. Dave was born in 1995 and died on 27th September 2020. His most popular songs are Kambaka Love, Never Been Easy, Moonlight and Mayes. He was also featured on music projects involving international acts such as Lituation, a song which features Nigeria's Pato ranking. Legendary Zambian musician Levi Sakala of the Sakala brothers passed on in Lusaka. Levi Sakala died on Thursday, 17th of June 2021. Former Sakala brothers musician Levi Sakala was put to rest at Lusaka Memorial Park Cemetery. Levi, who was 50 at the time of his death, he died on Thursday, 18th June 2021 at Chelston Clinic after a short illness. He had tested positive to COVID-19 on 1st June 2021. He is the most recent musician to pass on. The duo Sakala brothers graced the Zambian music industry with songs such as Tolilo Vovo, Kalevalika, Londoleo, and many more other songs. The duo split in 2014 when Levi had a near-death experience and decided to dedicate his life to Christ for the rest of his life. So there you have it. This is the list of the most notable public figures who passed on from the year 2000 to the year 2022. If we missed any, please comment them in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.